Hey, what's up, kids? I've got a, what is it, 1510 unrated game against somebody rated 1269. I'm kind of getting pissed off with picking up rated open challenges against people lower rated, thinking that it's going to be instructive for you guys and getting my ass kicked. So that's all I'm going to say. And we have a Re Lopez. Okay, so I'm going to play the Danish Gambit. I've had this a few times recently. Just like to see maybe a few more Spanishes than Italians. Okay, we recapture with the pawn here. So I think that if they take... I have to calculate if I have Queen d4. Oh, they didn't do that. That's interesting. Now is Queen f6 the move here? This... We're a pawn down already. If takes, I can't just pin the knight because he does have f4. Or even d4 to defend. So I'm thinking it might be queen here attacking this pawn. Also defends against like the queen coming in because I can always still push them in g6. I can take as well. I probably should. It prepares the castle. Get my rook on d8 in line with the white queen. What's not to like about that? Yeah, this is potentially a problem. I can put two defenders or I can castle. So I play bishop d6, takes, but then he's got f4 hitting the pin piece. If I just castle straight away, then we've got knight takes. And I go down a pawn again. There are two attackers, so for example, blocking the pin with knight or bishop doesn't make any sense. Or do I just push? I can just push e4. e4. And now when I castle, this is one attacker, one defender, that doesn't work. If this, I can castle and the pawn can't take, because the pawn is now pinned by my rook. That will do, and that's a blunder. Just a straight up common or garden blunder. He has to recapture with a rook. And now, accuracy is called for. I'm not winning, but I'm going to take the pawn. My opponent still has two rooks, three minors. And the pawn structure is kind of equal. This is a structure I'm quite used to with the Steinitz Scotch. Okay, now what do we want to do? My first thought is queen g6, because then I can take the knight for free. Well, once the bishop is out of the way anyway. And does that blunder mate? It does. Right, let's do another one. That was good fun. Oh dear, playing far too casually there. Did you see I was only thinking about my forward motion and didn't think at all about my defense. So let's try and find a new, hopefully, unrated game. Let's see what we've got. Nothing much around. Here's a rated one against the 1077. Okay, and let's do a Danish. I've not played a Danish in ages. Oh. Now, this is what I play. And the threat is going to push like d5. So if I take here, queen takes. I'm already slightly suspicious. I have to say, on move 2, I'm already suspicious. This is why I'm really, really annoying me. Okay, I'm not sure about that move, though. I mean, it puts a second defender on this pawn. Knight here looks very tempting, though. So this is not the Danish Gambit, because he didn't take the first pawn. Now I can throw my knight in here, also threatening c7. So the queen has to go there or there. And it's a nice move. I have pawn here as well, but then that can fall to c6 later on. Oh, it's very tempting though. Oh, I also have this though. But then that pawn will come up. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. That is weakening the kingside, eh? Here though, queen moves. Then if my bishop comes out and the pawn comes up, it's defended only once, but maybe attacked twice. If the queen comes here, let's say where the queen goes. I have ideas of takes and takes. So the queen's got to come to one of these two squares. She's under attack right now. That was a good checkmate in the last game. What a silly Billy. Okay, queen's come to here. Now, that means that... Can I play this move? I mean, it's developing. If that doesn't work, c6 then forks bishop and knight. I just like this. I think that h6 or f6 in either case would be a weakening move from black. Okay, that's now a second attacker on here. So c3 is one thought. Yeah. It's just generally not a bad thing. I do have now actually 3 defenders. Okay, so now he's chasing the bishop, which I like to see. I'm happy about that. Question is, do I come back down on this diagonal or do I risk staying outside in the cold? So if here and push, I come here, then I've got 1, 2... I've got lots of attackers there. On the other hand, if my bishop retreats, I might... Could even bring it all the way back here, put my queen in front. No. There. Could find myself... No, I'm going to retreat, I think. I'm going to retreat to here. Maybe put the queen on d2. And then that's going to stop him kind of castling. Okay. Because the problem is now, if he castles... If I have my queen on d2 or even c1, then I've got 2 attackers on that h6 pawn, yeah? Right, okay, he's attacking an undefended pawn. This is the problem. Do I take and he takes? I take. If he takes my knight, I take here. That's okay. I think development is important here. So I'm defending the pawn. I'm allowing him to take the knight, which will double my pawns. He can't then push that. Okay. Now this blunders a pawn, does it not? Because look at this bishop. This is an overworked defender. Move 9, OWD. So leave myself notes during the game. So now if I take the knight, the only way you can recapture is with the bishop, but the bishop is also the only defender of the pawn on h6, and the pawn on h6 is also under attack. So we come in here with check and a fork on the queen. This is a royal fork he has to capture. And now I do this with tempo attacking the rook. Bishop may come back. If bishop comes back, what do I do? Do I retreat? No. I'll probably play queen d2. Okay. So my first thought is like queen d2 anyway. But we have some tension here, and I feel like I need to resolve that. Or at least I need to get my head around it. If I take, what happens? Pawn takes. But I also feel like actually closing the center here is wiser. And the reason is because black's queen side is completely undeveloped. This prevents the knight from coming out to c6. It's going to make life really difficult for that queen as well. That's the move I want to play. Pushy, don't know. Maybe not. Okay, now it's Operation Get the King to Safety. I've got a feeling, that it's Harry time. Harry time might be coming up. So queen d2, maybe long castles, maybe h4, h5. Meh. I mean, I could even just build a light squared pawn chain and really shut that bishop out the whole game. And then maybe short castle. I don't know. Is there any tactics here? Knight there, no. This bishop's actually undefended. Here, if bishop takes me, I have queen takes. I'm going to push this first though. I just think if you can shut one of your opponent's pieces out of the game, that is much like winning the piece because it's not playing in the game. Also, this fool here is doing nothing. This knight can't go nowhere. This knight's this whole corner now is in a proper state. Now I'm going to come after this bishop. He can retreat to there. But he doesn't, and now in comes queenie. So the general idea would be something like queen h6, knight g5, here, king here. I don't see a mate. But h4, h5 now, because this pawn's pinned, yeah? Okay, I'm up a pawn. Do I want to trade queens? Hell no. So plan A, in with the queen. And now this king has no squares at all. He cannot move, he's in check on every square. Knight in here, king, okay. You really want to trade queens, huh? I'm not going to do it because now, after the queen goes there, remember that was the king's only escape square? So if I get my knight on g5 now, that's mate. Isn't it? Mate. So what are you going to do? You have to... No, that... Ooh, no, it might work. Prevents mate. So let me just... No, I can't trade. Well, I can. I can. Okay. Okay. So I can't come in now. This queen takes, I recapture, I lose a piece. Not good. I think this may be a job for our friend Harry. Yeah? Queen here looks fine. Because that means that, for example, the queen can't move because I can still come in and grab the pawn here. h4, h5. h4. I'm not castling now because checkmate is more important. So he's defended this pawn, but that wasn't really ever my target. And now that's actually a game-losing blunder. Pause and find it. What is the problem? Okay, well, the way to figure it out is two things. One is the pawn is pinned. The other is the configuration of these two pieces, very important pieces. This pawn is pinned, which means it is not guarding this square. Therefore, knight to there wins the game. The pawn can't capture because it would put black in check. It's illegal. And that's the end of the game. You resign now. Oh, it's not. I missed that completely. Okay, we're attacking the knight. We're attacking the pawn. And plus 3 materials, I'm going to take the pawn. My pawn wasn't long for this world anyway. Okay. And now the knight is pinned, so what do we do? G4, G5, is that too slow? Do I short castle? Do I long castle? Get my rook on D1. No, I think G4, G5. When your opponent's bleeding, go for the kill if you can. I mean, it's not necessarily a kill, but... Okay, now I come here anyway. I feel like I can't do anything much more without rooks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to long castle. I'm going to get my king maybe on B1 or A1. Get my rooks behind my pawns. I'm still quite happy with this. This bishop's still out of the game. He might kind of try and bash his way through. I don't know. But this is all right. Okay, now he's threatening to move the knight with the discovery against my queen. Notice all his pawns are on dark squares apart from that guy. If I push, the knight moves. Knight can't move with any... Can't cause any damage though. If he goes here, it's just like... I ain't even bothered. How does my queen actually even get through though? Something like I mean, that's a very long way round to get into the action area, but that hits the bishop as well, and actually this pawn. This is a skewer, right? Skewer meaning there's a high value piece in front of that's undefended, in front of an undefended lower value piece, pretty much. You're effectively undefended. Queen can come here. So I'm threatening the bishop, I'm threatening the pawn, I'm threatening to come in and cause mayhem as well. Alright, he's moved. Let's push F3 and just solidify again. So I've got a load of pawns on light squares, he's got a load of pawns on dark squares. It's not all over. If I take queen takes, comes with check, king b1 anyway, but it does open up the h file. King b1 anyway. Now I have this. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm plus 3 materials. What is that? I'm up an exchange and a pawn. Yeah, because he's got a knight. I've got a rook. I have 6 pawns. He has 5. Okay. You'll probably just do that, but then I can come in. That's what I want to play. I want to play my rook up here. That knight is preventing me right now. I think everyone can handle what's going on over here. I think Queenie can now go on a forage. Probably push this up, then I'll come in. Oh, hello. Okay, well, you're attacking a pawn, are you? I see. I can defend that. This pawn is now defended only by the king, so I could have ideas of queen d2 or queen d3 threatening to come in. Also g5 could dislodge the knight. It doesn't work right now because queen takes, but it's one of those moves that you can just keep in your pocket for later on. Okay, I think it's time to unleash this idea. Here or here? Don't think it really matters. Because if the queen doesn't trade now, I capture there with check. And then I'm in the position. I'm already in a very strong position for the endgame. A pawn up and an exchange up. So I've got the two rooks and the bishop. Because my opponent has a slow piece. Okay, this looks good. King only has one square, actually. But that drops the bishop. Didn't see that. Bishop, rook here. Check. Can't go here because of the knight. I have two evil rooks. Is that mate in two? Check. The only legal move I think is that. I take, queen drops back, I win the queen. See, I'm playing this like a blitz game. I'm playing one move in front of me. And that is one of those ways in which blitz does not really help your chess. The only legal move now is this. Is there a win here? That's not mate, is it? Queen's pinned. So he's in check, but rook can block. Oh, in fact, a really nice move is this. My queen's also hanging, so I need to be a bit careful. Let's just keep it simple. Now this, check. Rook blocks just doesn't work. He's got to, I think, move. Then I have a couple of checks here. Ah, he's resigned. Unlucky. Oh well, that was fun. Some nice attacking options there. A quick look at the review. I'd like to see what my score is there. How accurate was I playing? I'm kind of aiming for 70 accuracy in general right now. That's my hunch. Or 1600 elo. 5 missed wins on my part. So 73 accuracy and 1350. E. So this was a mistake. There was a quicker mate there. Let's find it. Rook. Is that it? Just rook there. Yeah. And whatever he does. So if, if knight g8 is queen d8. Silly, silly, silly. Well, interesting puzzle though. Or simply queen. Oh, you're joking me. That's mate in one. Okay, well that's going into my studies. But what a multicoloured review there. Lots of stuff to go through. Let's see, where did I actually bugger up? This was not a great move. But I kind of liked it. D takes e5 is the best move here. I don't know. Okay, what else have we got? Knight g5, not great. Oh, it's a hanging knight. Dear, oh dear, Hunty. But we were going in for the kill. You know, it's a mate in one threat. But it was a mate in one threat that my opponent could... Ooh, could parry. But a better way to do it is knight here. Defending this square. Very interesting. Always stuff to learn. Every game is stuff to learn. Again, the knight was hanging. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, not on my most sparkling form today, playing like a 1350. But having fun is the most important thing, guys. It's a game. Enjoy yourselves. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. See you soon.